If you are on a weight loss journey, you may be asking yourself, what is the fastest way to speed up weight loss and get results? And today I'm going to share with you tips that I have used on my own personal weight loss journeys that has allowed me to lose weight at a very fast rate and in a safe manner. If you guys are new here, I lost over 130 pounds and my whole entire channel is dedicated to fitness and lifestyle. So the very first thing that I personally did and the very first tip that I would give somebody is to cut out processed food. Now, it's okay to have a cheat meal here and there if you believe in that, and it's okay to indulge in the foods that you love sometimes, even if you're on a weight loss journey or a fitness journey. But my number one tip for you, if you want to lose weight in the fastest way as possible, is to cut out processed food and to be consistent for a certain period of time. Especially if you're just starting to lose weight and you don't really understand how weight loss works yet, it is important for you to stick to your diet and your calorie deficit to be able to lose weight or to be able to see results as consistently as possible. If you just diet for about 4 to 5 days a week and then you eat back all of your calories throughout the weekend, it's going to be a lot harder for you to lose weight fast, and it's going to be a lot harder to track your progress. Also, just the fact that processed food has a lot of empty calories inside of it. So one of the best ways to lose fat faster is to cut out processed foods. And what I mean by processed foods are chips, pasta, white bread, highly sugary foods and beverages. I know when you are just starting to lose weight, it may be difficult to be able to cut out the foods that you love. My personal recommendation is to get substitutes. This is something that I still do to this day to be able to stay on track. If you guys are interested in the exact weight loss recipes I ate to be able to lose 100 pounds in 4 months, I do have weight loss recipes down below. The next fastest way to speed up weight loss from my own personal experience is intermittent fasting. So I talk about intermittent fasting a lot on my channel, but it is something till this day that has allowed me to lose weight very fast and also keep it off and maintain my weight. But in addition to that, also regulate my hormones and my hunger signals. The number one reason why intermittent fasting can be a powerful tool in regards to weight loss is because it creates a calorie deficit naturally. So intermittent fasting is basically where you're eating for a certain period of time and then you stop eating at a certain time, and you do this consistently for weeks, months, years, however long you are comfortable with doing it for. For me, for instance, I lost over 100 pounds by intermittent fasting, and still to this day, even though I don't have that amount of weight to lose, I still intermittent fast because it has been so beneficial with my schedule and with my fitness journey. Before I started intermittent fasting, I ate a lot of bad food. I would probably eat a lot of sugar every single day, a lot of candy, a lot of chips, a lot of processed food. I think my favorite foods to eat were like Sour Patch Kids and pasta and Slurpees from 7-Eleven. And then once I started intermittent fasting, I was eating only 1 to 2 meals a day, around 1,800 calories, and I was able to lose 100 pounds in 4 months. I am not a medical professional. I am just speaking from experience. So of course, consult your doctor before you decide to intermittent fast or do any type of extreme eating or dieting style. My next tip in regards to the fastest way to speed up weight loss is about exercise. Now, I just want to say that you don't necessarily have to exercise to be able to lose weight. Honestly, it really depends on different bodily functions, such as if you're in a state of ketosis, if you're intermittent fasting, and the amount of calories you're burning on a day-to-day basis. However, when I was losing weight, I exercised. The number one reason why exercising is beneficial is because naturally naturally and scientifically. There are many proven benefits to exercising, improved mood, improved energy, and etc. But also the most important thing in regards to speeding up weight loss is that exercising can increase a calorie deficit as well. That is going to come in handy when you are trying to have a calorie deficit for weight loss. Now, what exercises should you do? I'm gonna make this very simple for you to understand. There are 3 different types of exercises you can do. There's cardio, there's strength, and then there's muscle building. In my personal experience, whenever I have lost weight fast, I have done cardio. And this is because doing cardio burns the most amount of calories. If you're going on a run, you may burn 150 to 300 calories within less than an hour. And if you're doing something very intense like jumping or jumping rope or even hiking, you can burn up to 300 calories or more within the span of 30 minutes. In addition to being able to burn a large amount of calories in a short amount of time, which will help with fat loss, weight loss, and of course creating a calorie deficit, you will also lose water weight from sweating if you partake in cardio. Now, I just want to warn you about cardio because there are pros and cons to doing it. If you have a lot of weight to lose, it may be really difficult for you to do cardio, especially if you're just starting out. Cardio is very strenuous on your body, especially if you're doing something like running and you have a higher amount of weight to lose. It might be stressful to run every single day on your joints. And if you're not really knowledgeable about what exact stretches or warm-ups to do before you go on a run or do any type of intense cardio, you may injure yourself. Now let's talk about muscle building and if you should do it to lose weight or not. So muscle building is great. It's great to build strength, especially if you pair it with a certain diet that's a whole food, high protein diet. You can really transform your body and gain strength and lose body fat percentage. But if you are trying to lose weight fast, muscle building is not the way to go. It takes months to even years to lift weights and see any type of change inside of your body. And especially if you have a higher body fat percentage, it's going to take a really, really long time to basically body recomposition, which basically means you're increasing your muscle mass and you're lowering your body fat percentage at the same time. If you are 250 pounds, you have to eat a minimum of 250 grams of protein every single day, along with building muscle, and that is extremely difficult to do. My next tip for the fastest way to speed up weight loss and lose fat even faster is to find ways to have a calorie deficit. So something that I personally do to be able to lose weight fast is to cut out excessive calories. So you don't have to cut out sugar completely. So it might be beneficial for you not to cut out sugar completely, but instead drink a fruit smoothie or have a fruit bowl instead of actually indulging in sugar. And this way you can have something sweet and something that is nice to your palate, but you're also not breaking the rules of your calorie deficit and you're allowing yourself to lose weight. And also on top of that, eating fruit is very beneficial. Another thing that has an excessive amount of calories, these are things like oils and dairy products. So things like cream, ice cream, heavy cream, cheese, high calorie oils, olive oil, avocado oil. You can have these things, but these things per gram or per measurement, they have higher amounts of calories inside of them, and they're also very difficult to measure. Another thing that I personally do to be able to speed up my weight loss and things that I do to be able to lose weight faster is to eat carbs, but instead of eating regular carbs, I switch it out for high protein carbs. So what do I mean by this? So usually a regular type of dish that has a high amount of carbs is pasta. So if I want pasta, instead of just eating regular pasta made out of flour and eggs, I eat protein pasta or I eat chickpea pasta, and that way I'm getting protein, so I'll feel fuller for longer. But in addition to that, I'm getting carbs and I'm getting the food that I love, but I'm also remaining in a calorie deficit, which will help you lose weight faster. And I basically do this trick with almost every type of food that I want that I know is going to have empty calories. So if I want chips, I usually eat protein chips instead of regular chips. And yes, technically they are processed. However, the nutrition inside of the chips is going to make me feel fuller. And usually these chips have lower calories, and that will help me with my calorie deficit. Not to mention, it'll also help me naturally eat less. Lastly, in regards to food substitutions and ways you can create a calorie deficit naturally, I also try to not drink my calories as well. So sometimes I get iced coffee and sometimes I get lattes and things like that, but I always make sure that they're sweetened with sugar-free sweeteners. Instead of having regular soda, I drink sparkling water, which is essentially 0 calories. Instead of having regular Gatorade or regular types of sugary drinks, I'll have something like Gatorade Zero as a substitution, and this also helps me with weight loss. And if you are practicing intermittent fasting, you can drink certain types of 0 calorie or low calorie drinks and still be able to intermittent fast properly. The next thing I want to talk about in regards to things that you can do to speed up your weight loss is natural ways to manipulate your body and the way that it functions. So let me explain this. One thing that you can do to be able to lose weight or even burn fat faster is to get your body in a state of ketosis. So you can achieve this in different ways. The first way that you can achieve a state of ketosis is by intermittent fasting, and basically you're staying away from food for a minimum of 8 hours, and this could just be even the hours you're sleeping for, and in turn your body will start burning fat for energy instead of sugar and carbs. This is something that I personally did when I was on my weight loss journey. Another way that you can get your body into a state of ketosis is by going on a certain type of low carb diet, such as the ketogenic diet. To lose weight faster is by consuming higher amounts of protein. Protein has a higher thermal effect of food, basically meaning that your body takes more heat and energy to be able to break down protein that you eat. So if you eat higher amounts of protein, you are essentially burning more calories, which will help you speed up your weight loss. Another thing that I personally do, or something that I did while on my weight loss journey, is by taking caffeine before a workout or even while I'm fasted. And this is because kind of the same principle that protein has, caffeine does speed up your metabolism. Now when I go to work out, I take pre-workout. Now pre-workout doesn't necessarily speed up your weight loss, but it will allow you to push yourself harder when you exercise or harder in the gym, especially on those days where you don't feel as motivated, which in turn will help you burn more calories, hopefully, and help you exercise consistently as well. Sleep for longer or even take naps throughout the day. You burn more calories when you sleep. You're not eating during that period of time, and if you sleep longer than 8 hours, your body will be in a state of ketosis. It's really important to be able to increase the amount of calories that you are burning on a day-to-day basis. And yes, you can eat certain things. Yes, you can consume high protein and caffeine to be able to burn more calories naturally, but you will increase your calorie deficit. If you guys are interested in the exact weight loss recipes I ate to be able to lose 100 pounds in 4 months, I do have weight loss recipes down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.